All right, hello and welcome to another match in the 70-star Nonstop Round 1 tournament brought to you by GSA. I am your solo commentator today, Mini Corey, joined here by both of our runners, Sorry and Juicepenguin. Gentlemen, are you ready for your race?
Yeah.
I don't know if ready is the right word.
Okay. Well, we're going to do a Nonstop tournament. A lot of players have not done very much Nonstop. How are you guys feeling on that spectrum? Have you put in a lot of work? Have you just learned the route and you're kind of winging it, or what's going on?
I've never completed a run before.
Okay, awesome. That's a theme that I'm noticing throughout this tournament. Actually, a lot of the runners have learned the category but haven't actually done a run yet.
Yeah, I mean, I've got like a high 35, which is pretty unoptimized. I've only finished about 5 or 6 runs, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting because a lot of things can and will go wrong, I think. But yeah, I just want to hopefully put on a good show.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything throughout the run that you're especially worried about that you need to be looking out for?
I'll be honest. The Vortex Star in DDD, I am very bad at that.
Yeah, I've seen some interesting things with that one because it's very different than doing it in 120 because you have to deal with the lag from the sub while trying to get perfect swims. So. And
also, SSL is pretty scary in the pyramid, so might just play that safe.
Yeah, SSL is also a very difficult stage in Nonstop from just even what I've seen so far in the tournament, and then also just runners doing their own thing otherwise. All right, well, I think we're ready to go if you guys are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have both of you pop out of here, and then we'll get going in just a second here.
Yep. Sounds good. Good luck.
All right.
Good luck.
Good luck to both of you. All right. Yeah, we are here for Nonstop. If you guys haven't caught any of the Nonstop tournament action beforehand, or you don't know what Nonstop is, I'll try to give you a quick rundown while we're getting ready here. Basically, it's a variation on regular SM64 that uses a Game Shark code that makes it so that Mario does not leave the stage after collecting a star. He collects it as if it were a coin. So these players will be doing 70-star runs, but they won't be leaving stages between stars unless they need to go back into the stage to get a different version of the stage. We should be going here in just a second. Another thing, because it's a Game Shark category, we went ahead and jammed in the intro skip code there as well, since it's already different timing and everything. So these players are using file select timing, and as you can see immediately, there's already no intro. So you kind of get just right into the action here. All right, we got our runners synced up here. Both of them headed up, going for lackey skip. Good for both of them. All right, so there's a few variations in the route here. The players have developed. The biggest thing that we might see immediately here is that you have the option of going for Island Hop with Bomb Clip, or doing what you would normally do in 70-star, where you get Bomb Clip on its own and then you go do Sky Jump later on its own. So we'll see what the players opt to do here. Doing Island Hop in a race is very scary. So looks like we see Juicepenguin going for Island Hop. I think this is a slightly slower route for Island Hop, but it's a little bit easier movement, and it's more the movement that people might be used to. So we'll see if he can get it here. Looks good. Gets there. Awesome. Okay, and so we noticed that Sorry did not end up going for the Island Hop, so he's going to be popping back into BOB later in the run and just doing the regular Sky Jump. So Juicepenguin has a little bit of an advantage here. Doesn't have to go back into BOB later. See if he can get his bottom clip here, and it looks good. All right, Womp's Fortress is one of the stages that we'll see the runners going into twice. The reason for that is because this Tower Fortress Star does not spawn until the Womp King is defeated. So we'll see the players get 5 stars here, everything except the Fortress and Owlless. So they'll do 100 coins, Cannonless, Wild Blue, and the Womp King, and red coins. And then they're going to die, and they're going to pop back in, and they're going to get the Fortress Star and Owlless. So still, even in Nonstop 70, it's worth getting every star in Womps. Oh, sorry, taking a little bit of a spill there. He's going to have to climb back up. Hopefully he doesn't miss that blue coin. Looking like he's going to be able to get it. All right, you can tell we're only a minute 40 into this. We'd be barely out of the intro right now on a regular run, and these players have 2 and 3 stars. I mean, you really just fly through this category. There's no breaks. There's no downtime. You're used to getting 10 seconds between every star or something, and now you're just like, it is nonstop. It's not just an aim. All right, Juicepenguin missing Cannonless, gonna have to climb back up. Sorry, does get it. These players look neck and neck, but as I mentioned before, Juicepenguin doing a slightly different route. He's already gotten that 1 star in BOB, or the Island Hop star in BOB. So he does have a little bit of an advantage there. We'll see if he can keep to it. But regardless if he does or not, this is a best of 3, so we will be seeing at least 2 races out of these players. Right, we see Sorry fighting the Womp King. Juicepenguin making his way up there. A lot of weird camera angles you might notice in Nonstop. You know, you're used to, there's a lot of movement that you're familiar with, you know, little segments of it, but then you grab a star and that's where you'd normally be finished. And now you have to suddenly keep moving and do something else. And so I noticed a kind of common theme in Nonstop, like it feels awkward around every star grab because you're just not really sure what you should be doing afterwards almost. Kind of an interesting route there around those red coins, but I like it from Juicepenguin. Right. Okay, and Sorry, leaving the stage. You could just also die there. I don't actually really know that it's necessarily faster. I mean, it did look pretty quick popping back into there. I don't know that it really matters too much, but if we see Juicepenguin die here, yeah, that isn't an intentional death. And we'll see a few of those throughout Nonstop. So players are dying intentionally because they need to pop back into the stage, and the quickest way to leave a stage sometimes is just to die, because if you want to get back right back into it. Sorry, making his way up the fortress here. Beyond the intentional deaths, though, you do have to be very... Oop, taking a spill on the fortress. You do have to be very careful about unintentional deaths in Nonstop. Because you're not actually leaving the stage collecting these stars, you're never saving the game. And you're also never getting extra 1-ups from 100 coin stars, which means your life count is kind of low throughout the entirety of the run. And what that means is if you end up getting a game over, your file is gone. So if you see players dipping down into the 0 life range, you might see them just grabbing a 1-up just to be safe, to make sure they don't completely lose the run, especially in a race. That's something you want to be careful about. All right, we see Juicepenguin going for the slide here. He's going to grab 2 stars, exit course, and then do the wing cap. Meanwhile, Sorry's going for Dark World first. He's probably just going to go grab the slides immediately after, and then do the same thing, getting the wing cap. I think there's really no timing difference in the order you do those stages in, because either way, you are just like exiting course and then heading into a different lobby stage. So you can kind of pick the order you want to do for those things. Juicepenguin going to be doing wing cap here. The only real important thing is that you want to exit the stage with more than 10 stars so that you can just immediately do wing cap. Kind of convenient that way, not to run anywhere. And it's looking good for him. Sorry, getting the red coin star in Dark World and then heading into the Bowser fight. Right, Juice kind of doing some improv flying there, missing some coins but getting back around. Shouldn't cost him too much time. And he'll be doing the tech skip here, but tech skip in Nonstop is a little bit different. Instead of hitting the switch then the star, you do the star and then the switch, because you can exit course, the button is still pushed, and then he's going to make his way into Dark World. So even doing Island Hop, you don't completely skip the wing cap. Just like in regular 70, you still do the wing cap star in Lethal Lava Land. So it's still worth touching that switch, and it's a really low cost. You're not reading any of the text or anything, so you might as well push it just to not have to do a side hop and LLL. And we're going to watch a Dark World here for Juicepenguin while Sorry makes his way through Princess's Secret Slide. Man, and we'll notice we're only 6 minutes into this. These players have 9 and 12 stars, soon to be 11 and 12 stars, respectively. This category just goes. The world record is just a little bit under 30 minutes. It was actually just set last night while we were doing commentary. Not in the tournament, but from another player who is in the tournament, Triforce TK. It's a fast category. It's about 20 minutes faster than a regular 70-star run. It just cuts out all of the stage exits, all of the downtime, and you're just going ham for 30 minutes. It takes a lot to do this. It's not the kind of Mario you might be used to as a runner. It can really get to you. So hopefully these players can keep their cool, stay collected throughout the entirety of the race, because even after this, they have to do another one. We can keep our tournaments going non-stop here. All right, and now we see Sorry making his way into BOB for the second time. This is where the route difference can give Juicepenguin a little bit of an advantage. We'll see him exit course right after this key, and he can head straight into CCM. So we'll see that he's kind of developed a little bit of a lead, maybe from movement, but also just from that route change that he's able to do. All right, and now we see Sorry making his way into BOB for the second time. This is where the route difference can give Juicepenguin a little bit of an advantage. We'll see him exit course right after this key, and he can head straight into CCM. So we'll see that he's kind of developed a little bit of a lead, maybe from movement, but also just from that route change that he's able to do. Sky jump looks good for Sorry. Alright, CCM, you get pretty much all the same stars you would normally expect in a usual 70-star run. You just kind of do them in a different order because you can get them all at once. You don't end up doing the penguin race, just because that would take a second entry. The penguin only spawns after you've collected the slide star, and it's not worth re-entering CCM just for the penguin race. So they'll get the 100 coin star, but they'll just do the slide on its own and then get the slide star and go jam some coins after that. Alright, Sorry, hot on his tail, about a half a slide behind him. That's the difference you get from that route going to the Risky Island hop. It's not huge, but it counts. I really love this 100 coin route in CCM. I think it's really sweet doing the slide first, and then you can actually end up missing a few coins or something, and then you just kind of go back up to the top of the mountain like we see Juicepenguin doing here. Grab the penguin, slide back down, but there's so many times where you can just grab some coins if you missed a few, like going into the chimney there, on the way down here. There's kind of coins all over the place, and so it ends up being a pretty easy 100 coin route. There's a lot of leniency when you end up doing the slide first. Right, you can grab 2 stars here, and then finish out the 100 coin. Just going to get a blue coin switch here, and they're going to end up ending with wall kicks will work. Kind of some fun movement. CCM is a stage that you might not be completely familiar with the layout, because you normally go different ways around, but you can actually fall down right here where Juicepenguin is, and you're at wall kicks will work. Grab the coins from the arrow here. Right, and that was a really solid CCM by Juicepenguin. Sorry, also having a good CCM of his own. Doing his best to catch up. He's not giving Juicepenguin room for error. If Juicepenguin's making any major mistakes or anything coming up here, it seems like Sorry's gonna be hot on his tail, doing some work there. Alright, and we're immediately making our way into Big Boo's haunt. Same 2 stars you would expect here. Nothing else is much faster. Still worth going all the way to BBH, even in Nonstop. It cuts it a little bit closer than it does in a regular 70, but it's still worth going to. Sorry, having a little bit of trouble with wall kicks will work, but he does get it, and of course makes his way into BBH. Ooh, Juicepenguin taking a fall there after trying to do, I think, a wall kick that was mainly for swag, although maybe it lines up well in Nonstop because you have to leave this area. Does get back up, does collect the star, and he's going to make his way up to fight the big man upstairs. That's Boo. And meanwhile, Sorry taking advantage of what he can, trying to catch up in Big Boo's haunt here. Just for a more normal movement. Oh, also falls down. Man, this area is not treating these runners very well. Sliding on his belly. Oh, I like the side flip. Weird bonk. He had good intentions. It looked pretty cool. All right, and another exit course from Juicepenguin, and now he's going to head downstairs. And he's heading into SSL, which, from what I've seen and from the opinion I can develop, I think SSL is one of the hardest stages in Nonstop. It's just got the weirdest movement. You have to fly from the fly guy and land on a pillar because you want to open up the top of the pyramid. And then once you're inside, you're kind of doing secrets, but you also want to grab the top star. There's just a lot that can go wrong. It's a lot of just weird movement, weird camera angles. It's just a sketchy stage, and a lot of things kill you. There's those quicksand pits just all over the place. So we'll see how it treats these players. I've noticed this area can definitely make or break runs, so I hope it makes it for both of them. All right, so we're going to see a normal Talon star start, except once he spawns that star, he's going to circle back here and start touching the pillars. This is kind of a sketchy thing to do. It's not necessarily easy to land on this pillar, and if you don't, it's really hard to get on that pillar. Oh, wow! I have not seen that movement from the long jumping to the pillar like that. This is sweet. Wow, Juicepenguin knows what he's doing. He's flying through these stars. This is looking real good. Normally I see a little bit safer movement off of that pillar, but what he did worked really well. We'll see if Sorry's got anything like that in him. Oh, missing the fly guy. This is bad. So he wants to get that second pillar. Oh, I think he's going to try to land on the fly guy here. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, he's going to go get the shell. Okay, this makes sense. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin spawned those secret stars. Already got top of the pyramid. Don't have to really worry about sound glitch here because you're not rolling out through a secret. I like Sorry's backup here. That second pillar, everything around it kills you. Juicepenguin taking an intentional death there. That's just a fast way out of SSL if you want to go into LOL. Oh, a little weird long jump. Yeah, that second pillar just really wants to get you, so I understand you going for the shell there as the backup. He still needs to get the talent star here. Lines up pretty well. He can just bop him. If he can hit him. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? It looks like he's kicked Klepto in the face a few times and just hasn't gotten it. Okay, looking good now. Alright, Juicepenguin getting the wing cap star. It's the only other use of the wing cap in this run, if I'm not mistaken. And then making his way through the rest of LLL. Kind of a sketchy stage. You know, you're used to navigating this, either going to one piece at a time or using a shell, but you kind of have to run around. Try to avoid getting burned. Here's that sketchy part of SSL that Sorry's navigating through right now. Those secrets are just weird to go and do by themselves. Oh man, almost rolled out. If he had grabbed that secret and then rolled out, I would have been worried about a sound glitch. I'm actually not sure which version of the game he's running on, so maybe he doesn't have to worry about it at all. But he just needs to grab this star, perfect, and another intentional death. Right, and Juicepenguin's about half of Lethal Lava Land ahead of Sorry at this point. He's starting to develop a lead. He really took advantage of Sorry's mistake with that second pillar in SSL. So we'll see how these players do here. One interesting thing you might have noticed with Juicepenguin that we'll see here with Sorry is that even if you have a wing cap in Nonstop and you collect a star, your hat still turns back to normal. Same thing happens with the shell that we might notice later in SL. Whatever power-ups, if you will, that Mario has still go away when you touch a star, so you have to be careful about that. Alright, Juicepenguin going a little bit safer. Normally you can long jump straight to that star, but I don't blame him. That pole is a lot safer to jump at. Good finish to LOL. And we'll see him going back down into the basement. He's not going to go to HMC yet, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to go into Dire Docks and then Fire C. Yeah, it looks like it. HMC late, also viable in 70 Nonstop. Oh man, Sorry, almost taking a death there. He's got to be careful here. Doesn't want to get burned by that lava anymore. I think he's going to grab some coins just to be safe. Yep. Need one more though. Okay. HMC late, I believe, actually saves even more time in 70 Nonstop than it does in regular 70. Just because of the nature of having the exit course anyway. Oh no, and he's taking a death in Lethal Lava Lands for Sorry. Got bullied by the bullies, didn't have enough coins under his belt. He's gonna have to go back in. Now he still did collect those 3 stars. It's not like they're gone, so he's gonna go straight to the bullies and then try to continue what he was doing, but definitely costs you some time. And as I mentioned before, you want to be mindful of your life count in Nonstop. I mean, he's at 4 now, so it's looking good, but there's a lot of intentional deaths once you get upstairs. You really don't want to be low on lives. You don't want to accidentally game over. It really just kills your run. Alright, meanwhile, Juicepenguin doing that star that we were all fearful of, the jet stream and Dire Docks. A little bit different than in regular 120 because there's a lot of lag being generated from the sub right now. So it gets a lot harder to time your swims. Looks like he's, oh man, he's having a little bit of trouble with it. Giving Sorry a chance to catch up. Okay, he is able to get it now. We'll see if he goes for front or back sub. Not a huge difference in time, but front sub will be a little bit faster if he opts for it. I think he's going backwards though, yeah. Don't blame him. You don't want to spend time sliding down the front of that sub. Alright, Sorry going for the faster strat LOL. I like it. He's going to exit course and get into DDD. Not far behind Juicepenguin. So far, nothing super major. I mean, there's been a death, so maybe major, but I think these runners are having pretty solid runs for both of them. They're keeping it pretty close to each other. Juicepenguin exit, of course, out of DDD. It's not fast to die out of DDD because you have to wait for Mario to drown. It takes forever. But then he's going to make his way into Fire C here. We'll hope this goes well. This is a completely normal Fire C. Obviously nothing too out of the ordinary for Nonstop in a stage that only has a single star in it. So. Right. He's going to have a little trouble. I don't think he'll be able to get early Ellies like this. So he's going to lose a little bit of time to that. I wonder if he's doing something here. This is kind of an interesting... Okay. He kind of got a lot of coins before starting that elevator. I was wondering if he had a method of getting that... Uh-oh, he doesn't want to die here. I wondered if he had a method of getting that coin and staying up top, but it looks like he did. Alright, Sorry, working his way through the Jetstream star. Hopefully we can get it. He can spawn the star at least, but now he's got to touch it. And it's not easy. Hopefully he can get it. It's looking good. Oh no, and he slides out. He's got to go back at it. Same issues the Juicepenguin was having. Okay, that was good. All right, now he can make his way over to the sub. Juicepenguin finishing up his Fire Sea here. Little sketchy. Kind of had to slog through it, but nothing too major. No deaths or anything, at least. Still maintaining his lead against Sorry. And Sorry's going to be entering Fire Sea for himself here. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin going for those throws. And upstairs is going to be just as fast as downstairs. Faster, even. Less of the runtime. A lot of intentional deaths up there. A lot of cool routes. Very exciting. And this run just flies by, though. Only 18 minutes in, and these runners have half the stars they already need. There is no time for breaks here. We'll see a course exit from Juicepenguin here, and then he'll be heading back upstairs, making his way into Wet Dry World. Wet Dry World has some interesting tricks in it, some things that you might not normally see in a usual run. All right, looks like Sorry wants that one up. I guess he's waiting for the elevator anyway, so I might as well get the safety one up. Like I mentioned, a lot of intentional deaths going to happen upstairs here, so that makes sense. All right. So Wet Dry World, we see close to the regular route, except that there will be no 100 coin star. There will be still secrets on its own, and there will be nothing downtown. Sorry, taking some damage in Fire Sea, but he's got that part. He should be fine here. Wet Dry World, the only stage upstairs that you will not have an intentional death to exit. Again, it's just hard to die quickly in this stage. You have to do some really fancy stuff with fall damage for it to be even close to worth it. And also the way this route ends up, he's going to end with that elevator star. There's kind of an interesting, there's some tight movement he needs to get done here. He's going to get top of town first, of course. You want to touch that elevator to make it start going down, and then you want to grab the secret star, and then you want to beat the elevator back up. It's almost like a little mini task. You got to kind of do some quick movement just to beat this elevator. We'll see if he can get it. If not, you have to climb all the way back up just to move that elevator again. See if he can get it here. Looks like he's gotta fly up this shaft. Okay, it's looking good. All right, yeah, it's tight, but he gets it. Meanwhile, Sorry, gonna do a Wet Dry World of his own. We see almost a full stage lead here for Juicepenguin. He's really trying to lock in that game 1 victory, so that maybe he can kind of coast through games 2 and possibly 3. Just needs to squeeze out one more after that, but it's not over. He's still got 33 more stars, so anything can happen here. Especially in Tiny Huge Island. This is not a stage you want to get caught going slow in. There's a lot of lag, a lot of weird slopes. It's looking good, though. Secret's looking powerful. Ooh, I like. He was going to go for a triple jump there. That would have been interesting. Still does triple jump up. Now, this secret star is kind of a little funky in Tiny Huge Island as well, because you don't want to fly through it. Okay, he's just slow get up there. Perfect to avoid the warp. If you think you're gonna ledge grab and you don't, and you press A so that you jump after you already hit that platform, you fly off of it and then you're dead. You get the star because it's nonstop, so you gotta watch out for that. All right, Sorry making his way, slogging through Wet Dry World. A little bit of some chunky movement, but he's gotta pick the pace back up. Juicepenguin seems to know what he's doing here. Did some good. Trying to get into that pillar. Sorry, standing still. I'm not sure what's going on here. Hopefully we can figure that out soon. Maybe he's checking the route video, trying to figure out what stars are next, reading his priming guide. Well, Juicepenguin going for the mountain clip optimization for the secret star. Very good. And he's going to make his way into the red coin cave here. Sorry is asleep at the wheel. Mario's dreaming of pasta. Try to figure out what's going on here for him. Right, Juicepenguin. Red coin's looking good. Okay, Sorry, continuing again. Okay, maybe, you know, had to let his dog outside or something. Somebody was at the door, got an Amazon package. Anything can happen. Okay. Is he gonna go up here? If I'm not mistaken, he still needs the secret star. Oh, I think I know what he's doing here. This is smart. Okay, so this is just an alternate route here. Doesn't want to take more fall damage. Okay, that really scared me. You just get the elevator star first, and you don't have to worry about the cycle. And there's a triple jump wall kick you can do to get up here. Doesn't want to mess this up. It's possible to get a bad ledge grab on this gate. All right, it's looking good. And now he's going to exit. I like that. Then you don't have to worry about the elevator cycle. It's going to be a little bit slower, but much safer. Juicepenguin maintaining that full stage lead, especially after Sorry taking the power nap in the middle of his run. He's in Tall Mountain now. Ooh, I like that triple jump. Some cool movement we might see here. Yeah, there's like a backflip he's gonna do, and then you kick up. I love that. I love any star route thing where you get to do a backflip in Super Mario 64 because it's just not common. All right, it's a nice sliding down the mountain there. Right there's actually a slope. I love the route in Tall Mountain. There's just a lot of unique things that you learn about the stage doing this in Nonstop. Sorry, getting his THI secrets. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin almost done with Tall Mountain. He's just gonna grab the Breeze Star here. And then take another intentional death. So that he can make his way into SL. And then after SL, as I mentioned before, we'll see him popping back into HMC, grabbing the second MIP Star, doing HMC. And then it's on to Tippy. And Tippy, if you thought it was hard in regular Mario 64, man, you're in for a treat. You're just flying all over TTC in ways you never imagined were possible. You gotta be extra careful. But I'm getting ahead of myself. These runners are still in the regular upstairs. Juicepenguin not quite getting up that snowman's head. Gotta do it again. Sorry, making his way into the cave. Not a place you want to catch yourself dying in, so he's doing some single jumps, some safety single jumps here. Cannot blame him. And it looks good. Just gotta get the... Oh, that was interesting with the dive. I think he's gonna bonk here, though. No, he's not. I haven't seen that before. Intentional death here for Sorry. Getting out of there. Heading into SL. Juicepenguin spawning some red coins, or collecting some red coins. Killing the bully. This is what I was talking about. Once he collects this bully star, his shell is going to disappear out from right under him. Mario's going to be skating on his heelys instead of the shell. Sliding through the snowy level here. Oh, missed mountain clip for Sorry. He's going to have to just give that another go here. Should be okay. I missed again. I'm not sure what's going on with these. I think his angle might be a little bit too far to the right. That looks good. Alright, Juicepenguin done with SL, making his way into HMC. Gonna collect that MIP star. Get some HMC stars. Now, HMC was originally not late in Nonstop, and so the route does kind of allow for a death exit, but you will end up doing a stage exit here because you want to go back upstairs. I don't think there's a... Oh no, sorry, not quite getting the backflip the way he's supposed to. Falling down, he's gonna have to climb back up the mountain a little bit. Picking up the monkey, losing his hat, he's gonna keep going. Well, not as big of a time loss. Oh no, he's taking this spill. Normally, losing your hat's a time loss in these runs because Mario is looking for his hat every time he exits course, but that's not gonna happen in Nonstop. So he'll take some more damage in every stage here, but not actually a major time loss apart from Mario just not having a hat. That's pretty funny. Juicepenguin gonna get slapped in the face by some giant boulders here. Just trying to finish HMC. Let's collect that star. Okay, sorry. Try and close out TTM here. The lead is growing. Juicepenguin not giving Sorry a lot of room to catch up, and Sorry not taking advantage necessarily of what he's given, so we'll see what happens through the rest of the race, but of course there's always a second game, and hopefully a third game. Alright, Juicepenguin gonna be grabbing his last star in HMC here. And he'll be exiting course after that, heading into Tippy. So if you weren't doing HMC late, you would just die. There's a pit right there. Pretty easy to die in HMC. Anybody can do it, whether it's on purpose or not. Alright, sorry. Finishing up Tall Tall Mountain, taking the intentional death. Grabbing the 1-up on the way, I like it. Probably doing okay on life count, but you can never be too safe in a race. Alright, we're going to see a Rainbow Ride for Juicepenguin. Pretty cool route, Rainbow Ride. 1 star you get that you don't normally get would be the Cannon Star over the Rainbow. Just because you're already climbing the Cruiser, and you're already doing red coins, so you're not even doing Lakitu bounce, so you just talk to the Bomb-Bomb and hit the Cannon Star. And the Cannon Star actually resides almost directly above Tricky Triangles, so it works out pretty well. Alright, sorry, making his way through SL here. Sliding off the top of that snowman. I didn't even know you could ledge grab there. Okay. Teaching me new things. Needs to climb this slope, though. Alright, now he's kicking up it. We're good. Beautiful. Alright, and there's some, you know, some beginner 70-star movement almost right here from Juicepenguin, but it is faster and Nonstop. Climb up this way. Oh man, he was just YOLOing the Cruiser. Usually you want to do a ledge grab there. It is possible to just time it if you can, you know, you just feel it in your gut that it's time to jump, but Juicepenguin gut lying to him. Maybe he had some spicy food earlier or something. Fallen again! Still not dead. He wants to be careful here. You never want to have a death. Sorry, taking his Heelys for a spin. Oh, Juicepenguin again! Wow. I am amazed he has not died. He keeps landing on platforms that are just happen to be at that one spot. He just wants to climb up here. Okay. Grab the star. Grab a couple of coins. Make his way into the cannon. Alright, Sorry's going into his late HMC. Gonna get the Nip Star here. Oh, aim at the pole. This is interesting. No reason not to. I don't know why I've never thought that you could just aim for the pole there. That's probably what you should do. And he's gonna jump down for Tricky Triangles here. Long jump over to Swinging in the Breeze, and then Rainbow Ride will finish with an intentional death, and then he'll make his way into the Menace TTC. Can make or break any run. All right. Sorry, just starting out his HMC. Let me see Juicepenguin going for Toad now. You can go for it now or after. I think you actually line up with the clock either way. Oh, didn't quite make the cycle though. He's going to wait for the clock to go all the way around. You do TTC with time stopped in Nonstop. It'd be pretty insane to have time moving the whole way through because you're climbing all the way up and going all the way down. And we'll notice you only need 6 more stars here. There is no TTC 100 in Nonstop 70. It's actually faster to just go all the way to the top for Stomp on the Thwomp, and then you just kind of hop down these peculiar angles and grab every other star on the stage on the way down. It's a pretty cool movement, but you never want to fall too much, otherwise you have to start doing the climb again. Oh, I like this movement from Juicepenguin. Didn't quite get the triple jump. Wall kick. I just saw Sorry pop out. I don't think it was intentional. It was not. I must have missed what happened there. My apologies. He's going to have to go in and finish his HMC now. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin, 5 stars left. They're all in TTC. They're all super close together. Falling down here for Pit and Pendulums. Alright, looks like we see Sorry going down, going to clip into the cave. Going left. So he must have already gotten the Island Star and not this one. So he must have died in these pits. Interesting. Right, grabs that, and he's going to exit course and head into Tippy. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin grabbing his very last star. Now, I know there's, you know, a 12-star lead almost for these players, but this is still, in my opinion, was a close race. Obviously, still anything can happen in Bowser in the Sky, but Nonstop is fast. I mean, you saw, you know, 30 seconds ago, Juicepenguin had 5 less stars, so it's all really just jammed together. It's just lightning speed the whole way. Juicepenguin making his way into Bowser in the Sky. Looking like he's feeling like he wants to bop Sorry's personal best in his first race here. If he can maintain his speed. Nothing abnormal in Bowser in the Sky here. Making that cycle. Really flying through the stage. Not giving any chance for Sorry to catch up. Going for the triple jump wall kick here. Oh, slides down. Okay. Here's 10 more seconds for Sorry. We'll see what he can do with them. Triple jump wall kick again. Looks good. Oh, not quite. It's okay. Gets another try at it. Oh no, and he falls again. You know, he could be here. He could do this 10 more times. We don't know. Sorry, taking a spill in the same way Juice did. That Cruiser Star. If you're somebody who does Lakitu bounce, that movement might be a lot less familiar to you. You know, it might have been a while since you've done it. Let's grab that one. Beautiful. Windy side flip. Oh, that's fine. Oh, gets bopped by Lakitu. Lakitu just throwing a shell at him. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin doing some hops on this pyramid block here. Kind of slogging through bits here. It was fast at the beginning, and then now he's kind of taking his time here. It's looking okay, though. Sorry, grabbed by the Chuck. Yeah, he's safe, though. It looks like he had already gotten the star, so it wouldn't have been a completely massive time loss if he had died from that, but gotta be careful. That Chucka can throw you in any direction. Alright, Sorry. Getting the last star in Rainbow right here, and then making his way to TTC, but meanwhile, Juicepenguin tossing Bowser around. Spelling out like it might be the end of our first game in this best-of-3 match. There's one throw for him. There's two. We'll see how this third one goes. There's three. Beautiful finish. I think it was three. Okay, yeah. Didn't even want to watch the monstrosity of Bowser slamming into a spike bomb. Not something you want to look at, you know, so I don't blame him. Alright, looks like a 34-33 for Juicepenguin. Very solid time for somebody who has practiced but not done a run. Solid first PB for him. Now, since this is a best-of-3, I believe we'll be having Starry just quit his run here so we can get going into the second one. I'll get confirmation on that in just a second. But quite the race. Players were neck and neck, but Juicepenguin just started taking every little lead he could and really took advantage of it and ended up developing a pretty solid lead by the end of the race. Oh no, that's a big death for Sorry. Wow, bouncing off those. Well, that's just how it goes, I suppose. I still think this next game can be anybody's. I mean, there were some mistakes, but I think Sorry can get this out of his system now, then we might be okay for game 2. Trying to talk to Sorry here, see what he feels like doing. See if he wants to guide this hatless Mario through to the end of the game. I think he's calling it. Yep. All right. That was very interesting. Okay, well, that was game 1. It's a best-of-3. We're not over yet. We still got at least one more race here. I'm looking forward to it. And I think we're going to be getting going as soon as we can. We really want to keep the Nonstop vibe going. We don't, you know, these racers, we don't want to give them time to get some water or go to the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding. That's actually exactly what they're doing right now. We don't want to work them too hard, you know. We're just happy that they're here, happy that they're participating in the tournament for our round 1 of the 70-star Nonstop. Brought to you by GSA. Now, if you guys want to see what else is going on, ! bracket, ! schedule, there is more races going on in the tournament. No more today. Actually, I don't know when the next ones are for this tournament. I see Sunday, November 4th. When we have it be whatever versus Sigo 2, which sounds awesome. But there's also other GSA events going on right now. We have a Super Mario Bros. 1 any percent tournament. There's a Celeste any percent tournament. And I believe it's not over yet. There's also an Odyssey bingo tournament going on. So check out all those brackets, see everything GSA has going on for them. We got a lot. We're just packing in everything anybody wants to race. We're making tournaments out of it, and it's happening. All right, these players are off. Again, no intro. They're going right into it. We'll see if we see... Oh, Juicepenguin trying to do a dive rollout Lakitu skip. Little ballsy. I think he's trying to flex, you know. He thinks he's up a game. He can do whatever he wants, but you know, you're still human. All right, we'll see if he opts to do Island Hop again. He got it the first game, but man, it's just risky to do in a race. I wouldn't catch myself doing it, even if I was world record caliber. I would just take the 10, 15 seconds you lose for going to sky jump. But he's doing it. He's going for it again. He thinks he can do it. Let's do the same route from Sorry this time. Juicepenguin looks like he knows what he's doing. He looks like he's no stranger to Island Hop. Just needs that firstie. It's not looking good. Now, we saw last night in a race a runner missing Island Hop and just exiting course. So I guess that's one way you could do it. Okay, he does end up getting the Island Hop. Meanwhile, Sorry, already in Whomp's Fortress. You know, if it takes you that many tries to get Island Hop, it's almost not worth it at that point. We'll see how the route, you know, ends up lining up. You got to be careful about that. Even if you think, I can get it, I just need the firstie, but the firstie takes you a few tries, you're already not saving as much time as you could, so. All right, Sorry taking a little bit of a spill there. He just wants to get back up before this blue coin disappears, otherwise he's going to have to make a new one out of thin air. Of course, there are some later in the route, but I think the blue coin might be lost. He fell down again. Really taking a Whomp's Fortress tour here, familiarizing himself with this area. I think he's decided what he wants to do here. I think he's gonna wait. Yeah, he's gonna get these coins. He's gonna go for Canalist and then go back up. And there's, you know, there's other blue coins in the stage. He's playing hot on his tail, kind of already making up for the other mistakes that he had in BOP. Listen to the side flip there, going on all of the falling pillars. Oh wow, trying to make this cycle. Can he get there in time? Gets the red coin, still gets the blue coin. That was beautiful. Man, that was super, super close. I don't know what he's deciding to... Oh, of course, he needs scan. Let's hear. Wonky Whomp's Fortress. Say that 10 times. For both players. This area is not easy to navigate, even in a normal run. And now you're trying to get Canalist during it, doing all this weird stuff. It's just not the geometry you're used to maneuvering across. Alright, we see Sorry finishing up Whomp King while Juice is starting. But again, there's that route divergence. We'll see them sync back up as they head into CCM later. And then we'll know truly who is in the lead. But in the meantime, we can only guess. I like the direction that Juicepenguin goes here for these reds. I don't necessarily know that it's faster, but it looks really cool. And it seems easier to me. It seems like just more fluid. So, I hope it's faster. It looks better. And there we see Sorry making up, getting that extra blue coin that he missed before. Not a huge deal. Nice forward side flip into it. That was pretty cool. So it's a ground pound to grab the star, and he exits. Looks like he's okay. I thought he was going to go up to the slide there. He could. I mean, you can do the rest of Whomp's Fortress later. Again, the lobby in Nonstop, very modular. You pretty much exit after everything and then run into the next stage, so you can kind of do all the segments in whatever order you feel like. You know, you could do BOB and then the slides and then CCM and then Whomps if you wanted. You can even do Whomps after Dark World. Juicepenguin finishing up. Oh no, missing the Owlless. Gonna have to just do the standard. Both players missing Owlless. But Sorry taking a bit more of a spill here. They're both gonna have to just go for a normal Owlless here. Looks good for Juice. Gets it and exits course. See how Sorry does here. Angle, not sure. Looks good though. And this is where they go left and right. I don't know exactly why this is, but it seems like when players do Island Hop, they do slides before Dark World, and if they don't do Island Hop, they do Dark World before slides. It really shouldn't matter from anything I can think of. I would almost always try to do Dark World as early as possible, just because I want to get it out of the way. But I don't know if there's any reason to that. Oh man, close dive rollouts, but he gets there. Dark World looking pretty good for Sorry so far. Oh man, he's really flying. Doesn't want to lose any time here. Juice hot on his tail, doing the wing cap real quick. Oh, sorry. A little bit of a grind on those platforms, but he gets there. And we see Juicepenguin doing that same tech skip. Oh, does not quite skip the text. Okay, like he pressed A, meaning to exit the course, but it was actually the A to get up from the ledge grab. So basically, you can ledge grab on that switch. It pushes it down, and the text doesn't actually appear until Mario stands up, but you can exit course while you're ledge grabbing. Alternatively, if you want to go crazy, there's not really a major reason to this. Oh, sorry, I'm missing a throw. If you just land on the switch without ledge grabbing, there's still a frame that you can pause. The switch is pressed, but the text is not shown. You can exit course during that frame. It's not any faster than doing the ledge grab. It's just more precise. So it's more just an option if you accidentally don't set up for the ledge grab. All right, we see Sorry just finished up Dark World. He's going to head into the slide now and then back into BOB. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin just needs to finish up Dark World and then he's on to CCM. So I think we can tell now that Juicepenguin has been able to develop a little bit of a lead here from the route and also the happenings of Womp's Fortress. Maneuvering his way, wow, having a long jump across the omelets there makes it. Slide looking good for Sorry. Juicepenguin surprising me, honestly, for this tournament. He was actually 24th seed coming into this in a 25-player tournament. But he's really pulling out the stops. Maybe, you know, hasn't done Nonstop before, but a solid 70 runner, definitely knows what he's doing. We'll see how it goes. The winner of this match is going to end up running against Faster Supersonic in round 2, who's 8th seed. So I don't know the details of that, but my guess is that Faster Supersonic has more experience with Nonstop. So going to be, you know, as the rounds progress, you're always up against somebody who's better than in the previous round. Alright, we see Juicepenguin entering CCM. Meanwhile, Sorry having to go back into BOB here. See if he can fly through this. Doesn't take many small mistakes or even fewer major mistakes for Sorry to catch back up here, though. So we'll see if Juicepenguin can keep his cool, maintain his momentum. There's still a lot left to go in this race. A lot of challenging stars, challenging stages. Good finish to the slide there. Gonna spawn that slide star and then take his warp back up to the top of the mountain to grab the baby penguin. Oops, sorry. Fumbling on his way, trying to get into the cabin. There we go. Alright, grabbing that penguin, sliding down the mountain. Here you go, Mom. I just took your penguin on a great ride. Nearly killed him. Thanks for the star. Alright, it's time to finish out the 100 coins for Juicepenguin. Meanwhile, Sorry closing out his slide movement here. I think he's finishing with 78 coins. Should be fine on coin count. I'm not really keeping track, but I'm pretty sure 78 is kind of the minimum where you still don't need extra coins. Find out for sure here. I guess he will want an extra red coin, right? Nope, because he's going to grab one on his way up. Yeah, he's good. He's golden. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin done with CCM. Making his way to Big Boo's haunt, grabbing the 2 stars there. There's some really sick movement you can do here. Oh, sorry, went for it almost. You can do an awesome, like, you do a triple jump wall kick, and then you do it from under the bridge there, and you'll just be on the bridge, and then you can kind of do whatever you want from that. You maintain a lot of momentum, but you're immediately running, so there's some cool things you can do there. All right, perfect coin count. Taking the fall damage, not a big deal because he's spawning the star anyway and then hopping into it, so almost don't lose any time doing that. And he's going for wall kicks will work here. Juicepenguin heading up for his second and final star in BBH. I think the lead is closing a little bit here, if I'm not mistaken. Juice wants to keep his momentum if he wants to keep his lead, so let's see what he can do here. Solid big penguin, or big boo kill. He's ready for the basement. SSL, the run killer. We saw Sorry have some trouble with it. Juice actually fly through it, surprisingly. Well, you know, not that I don't want to say anything about his ability, but just the stage is very difficult. He did very well at it. Oh, not quite getting the triple jump dive there for Sorry. Gonna have to just wall kick back up here. Alright. Sorry, killing the boo. Juicepenguin on to SSL. We'll see how this treats him. I want to see if he does that movement again. That, like, I didn't even know you could jump where he jumped. I thought that spot also killed you. He's doing it. But apparently you can land right there. Man, that seems so sketchy to me, but it works out for him. And I love this slide kick here. Bounce through the star. This is the kind of thing that I think we'll see more of as Nonstop progresses. A recurring theme I'm noticing in Nonstop is that all the movement around stars is a little wonky, but over time we're finding things, even just like that little slide kick that we saw Juicepenguin do there to go through the star. It really makes a big difference to maintain that fluidity as you go between each star, and I think we'll just notice more and more of those for all the stars in this category. Another really solid SSL for Juicepenguin. Looks like he's put in the work that he needs to run this stage. You see what Sorry does here. Really awkward to land on this pillar, so... Okay, he gets it, yeah. So this is the movement I'm used to seeing. You just go around the corner there. Looks a lot safer to me. Oh no! And he dies too early. Basically has to restart. He had no stars grabbed there, so he's just got to do the whole thing over again. Not the death you want to have. You know, you hope that if you're gonna die in a stage, you've at least collected 1 or 2 of the stars or something so that you can do a shorter version of it. But this is like dying on a 100 coin star at this point. And this is not good. He's going to die again. See, that's that pillar. If you land a little bit on the side there, Mario just doesn't quite latch on. His gravity magnetic boots don't work. Sorry, you're going to have to give him another go at SSL here. And at this point, he's got to be a little bit mindful of his life count. You know, he's got 3 deaths that he can use, but some of those are going to be intentional. So he might start grabbing some extra 1-ups as he goes through these stages here. Wants to get onto this pillar, barely, but he gets it. Alright, wants to do this movement here. Dive roll out looks good that time. Should be some pretty smooth sailing until he gets into the pyramid here. Pyramid's also just some wonky movement. Meanwhile, LOL not looking bad for Juicepenguin. Getting the wall kick skip there. Man, you're just flying down, getting these secrets. The elevator's in the way of your camera. There's just so many weird things, and if you take a fall, you're stuck in this sand that's trying to make you go down. Not a situation you want to be in, so good that he can avoid it here. Alright. Just needs to grab that star. Okay. Now, I don't have any sound, but the way he jumped there, I worry that there could have been a sound glitch. There was not. Oh! Juicepenguin missing a wall kick and have to go all the way up the pyramid, and he can't lava boost here. Doesn't have enough coins. I guess he could have grabbed a few coins, but he's just going to go up the pyramid the old-fashioned way. Looks like both runners are on US version. That's good. I haven't been paying attention to the text. So no worry of sound glitch here whatsoever, which is good. Sound glitch even worse in Nonstop if you do get it. You don't even have the option to save, you know, in normal runs. You know, you want to save and continue, but you might have saved, but Nonstop, you don't save the whole run. The only time you save is if you save after you get a cap and you don't get the text skip. Alright, sorry, making his way through LLL here. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin done with the stage and going into Dire Docks. We'll see how this Jetstream treats him. Both players having some troubles on the Jetstream star. I'm sorry, needs to get all of these red coins. You do want all 8 to spawn the star. Just like that, we're almost through the basement. We almost find ourselves upstairs again. Sorry, looks like he's gonna burn his bumsy just a little bit on the lava here. Not a big deal. There's even coins right here, so not anything you really have to worry about. Killing the 4 bullies. Juicepenguin going back up, giving another go at these rings. Man, you can see the lag even if you don't have audio. You can tell that there's the game is going slow as anything right now. That sub just eats up all of your frames. All right, sorry, taking some damage in the lava, in the volcano. Gonna have to start working his way back up here. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin get some air. He was able to get the Jetstream star. To be almost mindful of your life there. It takes you too long to get that Jetstream star. You can almost drown on your way back up. All right, sorry, is going for lava boost. Does get it. Just the triple jump version, very easy. Juicepenguin done with Dire Docks. Whoops. Alright, ready for Bowser in the Fire Sea. Sorry, ready to enter Dire Docks. Hopefully the Jetstream doesn't give him issues either. Seems to be a recurring theme in these Nonstop races. It's just a challenging star. The lag is so inconsistent. It's not even like something you can really learn the timing for. It's more like you have to learn to swim, not rhythmically, but visually, which just feels wrong when you're doing it. Alright, Juice didn't quite make the elevator go there. Probably not going to make an early cycle again. But not in a position where he necessarily needs it. Still wants to make a normal cycle, taking a lot of damage in LLL here. I think he's got to kind of start moving here just to make a normal cycle. He's got plenty of time. Alright, Ring's looking good for Sorry. Needs to get that 5th one. You can get it from almost any angle. Beautiful. And now he's got to start the trek downwards. Big well-timed A-presses just to collect this star. Somebody placed on the grate. It looks good. Beautiful. Awesome. Much better than it was last race. And very good for him because Juicepenguin's kind of slumping through Fire Sea, taking his time. And Sorry's taking advantage of it. He's going for front sub here. He wants it. Can he get it, though? Kind of reset his angle. This looks good. Beautiful. Awesome. Exits course. And he's going to make his own way into Fire Sea. Sorry wants to win. He wants to get in there. Juicepenguin going to toss Bowser into this little bomb here. Gets it. And then he's ready for upstairs. Where we turn it up to 11. I really, you know, SSL, challenging stage, but I feel like every stage upstairs in Nonstop is just brutal. They just get you in any way they can. Fire Sea looking good. Oh, take that back. Goomba looking good. Sorry, making his way through. Probably gonna end up doing a normal cycle here for himself. Normal cycle here. Juicepenguin starting his wet dry world. Nice little kick into the star box there. That was kind of cool. A little bit better than a ground pound. Ground pounds you pretty much never see into stars in Nonstop because in a regular run, let's get that secret. In a regular run, ground pounding into the star cancels the ground pound animation, so it just touches the star really quickly. But in Nonstop, you have to wait for Mario to finish his front flip and land and pound the ground. They actually end up being super slow, so short hops into stars is much better. Alright, we see Juicepenguin grabbing his secrets here while Sorry is finishing up his Fire Sea. Oh, Sorry, taking a spill, taking lava damage. He should be okay here. Doesn't want to touch that lava anymore. Alright, and we see Juicepenguin going for the elevator cycle like we talked about before. Nice little ledge grab there. That was a little sketchy, but it worked out. Looking good to make this elevator on time. Good enough. Alright. Wait for that elevator to go all the way up. Not as bad as it would be in a normal run because you touch it so much earlier. But, you know, you still would like to beat it up there if you can. But not a huge deal. Alright, we see Sorry entering Wet Dry World at the same time as we see Juicepenguin going into Tiny Huge Island. Another full stage lead as we head into upstairs here, but it just takes one bad death from Juicepenguin for Sorry to be back in this. Let's see how the secrets go. They're looking quality. I have not seen that movement that he's doing. Instead of clipping into the mountain, he's doing it like a triple jump to get up. I don't think it's faster, but maybe it's easier. Right, Sorry, ground pounding the star there. I actually really like ground pounding right there. You saw the flame was under him. I think if he had kicked, he would have actually touched the fire. So really smart of him to ground pound in the box with the fire blown. Juicepenguin going for a counterclockwise piranha plant kill. Right, we see Sorry grabbing top of the town. And I expect the same elevator thing from him again. Does this, and he's just going to grab, just grab the elevator star now, and then jump back down. A lot easier to beat that cycle. One thing you have to be wary of, if it does take you too long to get up this way, is getting trapped up there. Because if I'm not mistaken, the elevator only goes down if you touch it from the outside, so it's possible to get stuck up in that spot, and then you can't collect the secret star, and you're in a world of hurt there. Alright, looking good for him. He's going to exit course here. Now, one thing I wonder about is, you might be able to actually die in Wet Dry World if you do the route that Sorry's doing. You can take a lot of extra fall damage. I don't know that it's going to end up being faster, though. But maybe something to experiment with. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin taking the intentional death at the end of Tiny Huge Island, collected all the stars he needs there. He's getting out of here. He's headed to Tall Tall Mountain. Now, we see Sorry developing maybe a little bit of a lead in that... Oh, he's taking a death! Never mind. Not a lead, but closing the lead, but not anymore. Having to restart THI here. See if he can not fly off the mountain, the island. Looks good. Good backup movement there. He kind of slid on the slope, but he really kept his momentum. I like it. Juicepenguin climbing a mountain of his own, a big one. Not quite, doesn't want to firstie there. He's going to have to scale this portion of the mountain again. We'll see if he talks to the monkey like Sorry did. Looks like he did not. Sorry flying through, destroying these piranha plants. Revenge for the one that did not give him the blue coin in Womp's Fortress. Now Juicepenguin going for this backflip. Beautiful. And then he's going to slide down the mountain and grab the Lonely Mushroom Star. Fighting his camera there a little bit, but getting good. We're gonna grab our Tall Mountain red coins here. Same movement as you would expect. Oops, sorry. Ooh, nearly landed on that plank. Getting his THI reds again now. Ooh, opted for a little bit of a dive roll out there, risking it a tiny bit. Oh man, that was close. Looking good though. Alright. Juicepenguin done with Tall Mountain. Heading into SL. Meanwhile, sorry, done with Tiny Huge Island. Deaths from both player, both intentional. Really gotta watch it as a commentator. Sometimes you look over and you just see the death screen, and then you're like, were they done with the stage, or did they do something that I should have noticed? It really messed with you. I'll just assume that everything both of these players are doing is 100% intentional. Okay, Juicepenguin making his way through the freezing pond there, grabbing some stars in SL. Sorry, working his way up the tall mountain. We'll see how this backflip treats him. Okay, good. Wasn't very nice to him in the previous race, but it's looking better this time. I love this side flip, beautiful angle, gets right down there. Works out awesomely. Juicepenguin going into no shell mode. Oh, needs to get back up on that platform. Don't want to break your shell while you're doing this because he has not grabbed the coins under the platform yet. Looking good, and he's almost done with SL. There's some sweet movement you can do right here. He's not going to do it, but you can break your shell with the slide kick there, and then do like a speed kick double jump, and then kind of do the single star movement to get up into the igloo. Pretty much not ever worth doing, but if you ever do it in a race, everybody can just lose their minds because it looks so sweet. Alright. And we see the HMC late again for Juicepenguin, grabbing the Nip Star here and then making his way into the Hazy Maze Cave. Sorry, entering SL. So man, looking good so far. Oh, not quite getting the wall kick. Just do the regular backup here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Alright, this movement's looking good for Sorry here. Juicepenguin making his way through HMC. Nothing major happening here. Just wants to make sure he maneuvers his pit carefully. Uh-oh. No, he's good. He's just playing with us. Alright, going for the side flip to get down into this cavern. Grab the star here. Go for the old Christmas miracle. Beautiful. Oh, no, never mind. Less beautiful. Does the backup. Misses the backup. I don't have sound, so I can't tell when he's getting these. Okay, that one was it. Man, those look good to me, but I guess he just didn't have enough height on them. Didn't quite line up the little quarter frames. Alright, Sorry making his way into the basement, gonna grab his second Nip Star and start doing HMC. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin heading up to that 50 star door. And then heading into Rainbow Ride. We'll see how Cruiser treats him, see if he wants to YOLO and not do the ledge grab setup again. It's possible to time it, but you gotta really be one with the Mario to time that long jump, in my opinion, because it varies a lot on your speed. If you're not gonna do the ledge grab setup, so we'll see here. The coins looking solid for Juice. No, he's climbing up above the red coin maze. Meanwhile, sorry, grabbing the Vulcan star here in Easy Maze Cave. And looking good. Does get the cruiser. I didn't quite catch if he did a ledge grab on that. I think he did, though. Alright, and he's nearly done with Rainbow right here. Sorry, taking the death again in the same area as he did before. Maybe he needs to work on that or something. I don't know what's going wrong, but dying twice in the same spot across 2 races. Not a situation you want to find yourself in. Especially not with the lead that Juicepenguin is developing here. So he's just going to clip down. Oh, this is interesting. Wow, I did not know that you could hit the switch from clipping that way. That was really cool. Looks good this time. I guess was he just long jumping too early? I don't know. Intentional death from Juicepenguin. Gonna make his way into TTC now. Sorry, gonna make his way into Rainbow Ride. All right. Oop, a little bit of a bonk there. That's alright, you can just climb back up. Meanwhile, Juicepenguin gonna be scaling the clock, going all the way up to stomp on the thwomp, and then gonna work his way down, build some stars in reverse height order. It's looking good so far. I love that triple jump wall kick. He hasn't gotten it either time, but it looks cool. Feels like it has potential. Does get the star there. Quick movement back down. Wow, really just flying down here. That was sweet. Yeah, this is a stage where, you know, you don't really know what side of the clock Pit and Pendulums is on and what side of the clock Stomping with Womp is on. But when you do Nonstop, you kind of got to figure that stuff out. Oop, taking a fall here. You can just walk it back up, though. Because you kind of have to just jump down and know that this face of the clock is going to be this next star that I need. So, looking good here for him, though. Sorry, opening up that cannon, preparing for his second half of... Oh, invisible wall for Juice! Not a huge deal. He can just re-enter and do reds, and enter, or leaving TTC with a death means you're lined up for time stopped. Still has to re-enter, kind of a pain, but maybe one of the best deaths you could have in TTC is what just happened to him. So, best case scenario for given the circumstances. Okay, red's looking all right for him. Sorry, avoiding the Chuckia this time. Juicepenguin has collected his 70th star. Slide kick into intentional death. And he's going to make his way into Bowser in the Sky here. Another intentional death for Starry as he gears up for TikTok Clock. Alright, Juice wall kicking up the staircase. Maybe trying to show off a little bit. I've not seen that before. Alright, as he makes his way into Bowser in the Sky here. A little bit slower than he did last race, but still fast enough. Meanwhile, Starry scaling the TikTok Clock. Same stars as we saw from Juicepenguin. See how this left side moving goes for Penguin. Oop, little freebie, second try. Gets it that time. Alright, sorry, taking a little bit of fall damage, not a big deal. Landed down. Time jumps on moving bars. I like that the rest of these stars here in TikTok Clock are just stacked on top of each other, so they're pretty easy to remember. Alright, Juicepenguin though, heading in for Bowser throws. Oh, that was not a ledge grab I've ever seen before. That was really weird. just like clipped through the cage. All right, a missed throw from Juicepenguin. I don't know what happened with Sorry just now. I was wild. Juicepenguin spinning around Bowser, trying to make him dizzy or something. Okay, there's one throw. But Sorry's about done with TikTok clock. I mean, he's on throws, but he's missing another one. Almost could opt to do a layup here or something, just to make sure he can get there. He still needs 2 more throws. Still missing throws. Meanwhile, Sorry heading into Bowser in the Sky now. Sorry heading into Bowser in the Sky with 0 lives, so really, really doesn't want an accidental death here, otherwise it's just completely game over for him. Juicepenguin can't get his second throw. Giving Sorry some time to catch up here. We'll see what Sorry can do with it. There's throw 2. Oh, okay. That's triple jump dive scared me. Not throw 3 for Juicepenguin. He really just wants this single throw. Is that it? It's not it! Sorry's trying to catch up here. Oh no, and the death for Sorry. It's over. Yeah, that's it. He tried to go fast. He knew he had to. There's the third throw for Juicepenguin. I don't blame Sorry for going for right side moving there. He needed to get it. Man, he had to just go as fast as he could. He had to take every risk that he could. Didn't quite work out for him, but a solid finish for Juicepenguin. Only about 13 missed throws, but otherwise solid run. Man, what a race. Juicepenguin almost slipping up there at the end, but almost put too much pressure on Sorry and actually caused him to lose his run. So that was an example of what I was talking about. You have 0 lives, you die, your run is over. You can see it's just a new file for Sorry. Sorry, welcome back.
Hi.
How's it, how you feeling?
Not amazing, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like Nonstop may be a bit too much for me.
Yeah, it's a wild category. It's relentless. It's Nonstop.
It is Nonstop, and yeah.
Juice, how's it going there? A little bit of a slip up at the end, but you were able to pull back through.
My throws are... I'm really bad at bouncy throws.
Yeah, was it nerves or just missing throws and then like anger at that point?
No, it's just like... I wasn't nervous, I just missed the throw, and then I tried to do some rage throws, and I missed those too.
Yeah, I know how that goes, yeah. You were kind of giving Sorry a chance to catch up there, and then he just barely actually ended up game overing in Bowser in the Sky on his way up.
Yeah.
So, but quite the finish. Still awesome to have both of you here.
Yeah, I had no idea where Juice was at that point, so I just thought, yeah, moving right side, maybe I'll get it.
You know, I was actually, if you did know where he was, I think you would have done the same thing, because like he was at throws but missing them, so you just needed to do everything you could to catch up. So
yeah,
I think it was the right move. Unfortunate what happened, but I think you had to go for it.
I mean, I'm definitely not consistent with them, but I know I can get it. But,
yeah, exactly. If you need to.
Yeah. I feel like missing that life in TTM was a bit more.
Yeah, it kind of added up and then ended up mattering.
Yeah, those deaths in SSL were pretty unfortunate as well. But
yeah, absolutely.
And hey, the better man won, so good luck in the future, Juice.
Thank you.
And Juice, you're up against Faster Supersonic in round 2. Are you planning on doing some more practice for this, or you think what you have now is good enough to continue through?
I'm fine for now, I think.
Right on. He's confident. He wants to win the whole thing without practicing. That's what I heard. So. All right, well, gentlemen, thank you so much for racing. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. That's all we got for Mario action, SM64 action today. But you can catch us on the regular speedrun stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and then again at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to catch more Mario Nonstop action, though, it's not going to happen for another week. Another week from today, we'll have more Nonstop races coming at you at this channel. But again, thanks everybody for watching. It was a pleasure commentating, pleasure watching these races. But that is all we got for today. Thanks so much.